What up? B4 Official with another official video. Okay, let's get it. So, I hope y'all are having a blessed Monday. It is Monday today, the 20 something. A story time for you guys. I got story time for you guys. The phone, I'm using my phone, and the screen is here. Like well, the screen is, the screen is here where I'm pointing, but the actual camera's here. So I have to look here and not here at myself. So I have I, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I thought I would hit you guys with a story time today. Trying to put more content on the channel. It's a story time, and today's story time is going to be first time I got high. And it was not an enjoyable experience for multiple reasons. So before I get into the story time, I need you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and just support your boy. And without further ado, let's get into it. So this all happened in high school, 11th grade, and it involved my former best friend. We're not really friends anymore. I don't feel a need to say his name because I don't want his business out there. So we're just gonna call him Jay. Me and Jay had been like good friends since like middle school. And then we went to different high schools at first, but I had gotten kicked out of my previous high school because I was being a knucklehead and my grades weren't up to par because it was a college prep school. So I went to the high school where Jay was at, and we linked up. It was like, oh snap, you go here? Yeah, bro, I go here. You go here? Yeah, bro, I go here. You go here? Yeah, bro, I go here. You go here? Yeah, bro. Anyway, so we connected. I didn't have any friends at the new high school, so like I was pretty much attached to this dude, and I ended up being friends with his friends, inadvertently, because it's like when you're constantly around people, eventually, they have no choice but to like accept you to some extent. So that was pretty much the situation. So yeah, we had been friends for a cool minute. And I was really good friends with him and his girlfriend. Like we were like the three amigos at our high school, and like every day after high school, I would like kick it with them. One day during school, one of our mutual friends wasn't at school. Like she had missed that day. My friend Jay had gotten something for her, some brownies. They were intended for her. She wasn't there. So the homie at the time, Jay, was like, told his girlfriend, oh, just give him to Brian. I was a mooch. I was pretty much a mooch in high school. Anyone who's went to high school with me knows I was a mooch. If you had food, I would ask if I could have some. One of my downfalls as a high school student was just like mooching, and I guess I mooched off the wrong one that day. She was under the impression that I knew what it was. She was under the impression that I knew what was up. So she was like, hey, Jay said, do you want these brownies? And I was like, hell yeah, brownies? Who turns down brownies? And they were like, yeah, like this square, like 2 squares like that. I ate them both. And she kind of looked at me like, okay. I was given these around lunchtime. So I go back to class, woody whoop, and it's starting to kick in. Mind you, again, I don't know what are in these brownies. I don't even know that these are not regular brownies. So I'm just kind of like staring at the clock like, huh, time is going really fast. I stared at the clock and like the period was over. And it felt like it had been like maybe like 2 minutes of me just staring. After school is when it finally kicked in. Jay had told me, hey, I have some things to do. You want to roll with me? Like I have to go to my friend's house, get some video games I let him borrow. and then we're gonna head to my house and, you know, just kick it, play some video games, watch some anime or whatever. You know, my mom is cooking dinner. It's gonna be cool. I was like, for sure. This was before the whole brownie situation. Like, this was like earlier in the morning. Like, he had already let me know, hey, I have stuff I want to do after school. If you want to tag along, let's kick it. I was like, for sure. By the time school is out, everything around me is starting to like warp. Like, I swear to you, it was like, you know, in the scenes like The Matrix or Wanted, where like they curve the bullets and the way the camera is like moving around and snaking around and stuff. That's literally how my vision was. Like, I was like, whoa. Where our school was, there was a big hill that went past the middle school that we both went to. So like the middle school was like at the bottom of the hill and the high school was like at the very top of it. So I run down the hill full speed, and before doing so, I look Jay in the eyes. I look him in the eyes and I say, I can turn into a car. I'm running down the hill full speed, like Naruto running, like hands behind my back. I'm going full speed down a hill, a very steep hill. Like people, like kids used to skate down this hill and would eat shit every day. Like, there wasn't a single day where someone didn't trip up or fall down that hill. Reached the bottom of the hill, no problems, thankfully. And I'm just like, I could turn into a car. I could turn into a car. I keep saying that for whatever reason. And, you know, Jay's laughing his ass off. He's like, whoa, okay. So then we get on the bus, headed to his friend's house. I literally take up an entire, like, row of seats. Thankfully, it wasn't a lot of people on the bus, but I took a whole, like, row and just laid out, and I was staring at this roof and the ceiling of this bus, like just like literally like that. My friend Jay is like, hey bro, you good? And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm fine.
so soon as we get off the bus, I'm back to I could turn into a car, and I start making like transformer sounds, and I'm like, choo, choo, choo. Like it's crazy. So we go to his friend's house. I've never met this friend before. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm Brian. I'm high off my ass. So he's like, you guys want anything? You guys hungry? You want something? He made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I will never turn down a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, as long as it is either grape or strawberry. If you have either of those and you ask me if I want one, I will never say no. To this day, best sandwich in the world. So he makes me the sandwich and he gives it to me, and I start eating it. This is when I knew something was wrong. I know what you're thinking, like, how did you not know anything was wrong prior to this? But once I tell you this, you'll understand. As I'm eating the sandwich, literally there was a feeling of another mouth inside of my mouth chewing the sandwich for me. I don't know how to explain to you how that feels like, but when I tell you that I immediately started to burst into prayer because I thought maybe the devil was trying to take over my body, you know, if I wasn't religious then, I turned it at that moment. Didn't even finish the sandwich. I was like, this is gross. You know what I mean? So I threw it away because not only was I feeling like something was chewing for me, but the sandwich was just gross. And I knew something was weird about that because it's hard to you can't mess up peanut butter and jelly. Like, you're not adding no ingredients. He didn't add no extra stuff. Plain Wonder Bread. I love Wonder Bread. Like, he used Jif or Jiffy. No, Jiffy is cornbread. Jif is peanut butter, in case you didn't know. But he used like regular, like schmegular, like you'll find this in everybody's home ingredients. And I thought it was nasty. So I'm like, do you mind if I go find something else to eat? And he was like, okay, go for it. Literally, I find year-old cookies. Like, they're expired. They've been expired for over a year. Stale. Like, not like good stale, because some cookies are really good when they're stale because they're softer or whatever. No, these were like gross in normal circumstances, but I ate like 6 of those cookies. And he was like,
what the hell?
and his mom, disclaimer, I don't want anyone thinking that I'm a creep or anything. I'm 16, 17, so this is like 10 years ago. His mom comes out of the bathroom after having taken a shower. I guess she wasn't expecting company because she came out in just a towel. I, being higher than giraffe pussy. Yep, I just said that on YouTube. Good thing I'm not monetized yet. I can't help but stare at her like full on weirdo murder movie type stare. Sorry. Weirdly, she was not too uncomfortable. Take that as you will. Like, she smiled, she waved, she said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so's mother. Nice to meet you." And I'm just like, "Hi." And she like closed her door, but she like not like full on closed it. Like, she left it open a crack. So, but that's besides the point, because Jay was like, "Hey bro, snap out of it, dog. We gotta go." Ride the bus back home. And I'm still gone. Like, I'm just, again, staring at the ceiling of the bus, just like. And eventually, everything after that was kind of a blur, because immediately it just seemed like we had teleported to his house. His mom had made dinner. I was messing it up because it was really good. I hate mac and cheese. I know, hold on, my black people, I'm sorry, but mac and cheese is not the way for me. His mom made some like mac and cheese and I was eating it. I don't eat it. Like, the closest thing to mac and cheese I'll eat is like Hamburger Helper or like the cheddar broccoli little pasta things. You know, if anyone knows what those are. I'm sorry. And my mom had called and she was like, "Hey, you good? Like, where are you?" I told her, "Oh, I'm at my friend's house." And then I was like, "Can you pick me up?" And I guess she sensed something in my tone because of the way I said, "Can you pick me up?" And she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was quiet for like 20 seconds. And then I was just like,
"No, I'm not."
And I hung up on her. And she like, I guess, rushed over to come pick me up. So I'm in the car ride silent. She's just like, "What's wrong?" And like, I was just like, "Oh, I don't feel good." I make it home, I go to sleep, and then I go to school the next day. And I kind of have a headache, and I'm like so much. Clearly I remembered what had happened because I'm able to tell you guys this story. And even then I remembered bits and pieces. And so I like told his girlfriend, who at the time was one of my other best friends, I had told her like everything that had happened, and he wasn't at school that day. But I just told her like, "Oh, you know, this is what happened." And she was like, "Wait, did you not know what was in the brownies?" And I was like, "Wait, something was in the brownies? What are you talking about?" And she was like, "Oh my God, I never would have gave them to you if he hadn't told me that you knew." I was like,
"Knew what?"
Apparently, in those brownies that I had so gluttonously devoured, there was some ecstasy. There was something called pink dolphin at the time, which was like another form of ecstasy. And there was like some other stuff I can't even remember. Like, there was weed in them, but it was also like that stuff. So I legit could have died because I had eaten 2 full brownies of those things. Like, that's why she looked at me crazy when I ate them both. And Jay, I guess, thought it would be funny. So that's a thing. I didn't know what to say or do at that point, because throughout like the rest of my high school days, I was still friends with him, and you know, we were all still like a tight-knit group, and I didn't think too much about it, which was probably on my bad, because again, I didn't have a lot of friends when I went to that school, and like a majority of the friends I did make were also friends with him, so it was like, can't go anywhere and he's not there, and you know, it was a weird time of just like not really understanding, low key, that's not really a friend. But looking back at it, it's like, if you're gonna do that to someone that you call a friend, are you really even friends? You know, like, it took his girlfriend to tell me there was some stuff in there. And yeah, she had part in it too, to an extent, because she should have really knew I knew what was in it. But it's more of him, because that stuff went down. One of many reasons why we're not really in contact with each other as much. Many other reasons, and I think a lot of it has to do with self-growth as well. I hold no ill will towards him. Like, if he needed me for something, like really, really needed me, and I was able to provide that help or whatever, I probably would. But I think it's one of those things where it's like, it's best we just kind of like, you know, we went our separate ways. It's kind of messed up, but nonetheless, it is what it is. I'm still alive, I'm kicking, and everything is cool for the most part. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for listening in on that story time. I hope it wasn't boring. I hope it wasn't just me rambling. I hope you hold on, my food is here. Popeyes. I'm not saying you should sponsor me, but you should sponsor me. Anyway, thank you guys for listening and tuning in. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know every time I post a video. And, you know, stay tuned for the next one. Let me know if you guys want more story times. You know, hit me with some questions down in the comment section. Something you want to know about me. Maybe I'll do a Q&A or something. And definitely stay tuned for all the music that's coming. Banging them out all 2020. Music. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace, love, and prosperity. I'm gonna touch you with it.
Girl, I can't lie, I'm surprised that you even took my call. Guess it's love, I was tripping.